Testing, testing. Ah, there we go. My microphone wasn't working. I said, hello, Ed, Ramses, JD, Ruka, Anthony. Welcome in, all of you. I'll be starting in a little bit. Bap, 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 bap. Hello. I'm doing the thing. Let's see. Yeah, the audio sources seem okay. I'm messing with my little video tube thing. When I move the slider, it freaks out. Hello, everyone. How are you? Let's see. I'm gonna set this one up. How do I move it? No. That's not it. Ah, here we go. Yeah, go further that way. Maybe get a little smaller. It's been a while since I've used this, this particular avatar, so I felt the desire to. Boing. Boing, boing, boing. That one works. I gotta bop up and down a little bit better. Bop, bop, bop. I like this one too. This is one of the first times. I think this was the first PNG tuber thing I made, and it was just of some art I drew. Good night, Ruka. Rest well. But yeah, I think we all know what we're here for. Let's see who the first wheel result is. Looks like we are starting with... Oh my god, it happened again. We're starting with Cap. Every wheel result has almost landed on Quark and gone right past to the next person. That is very funny. Also slightly tragic, but even if Quark is the last one, Quark will get drawn, so don't feel too bad. I'm drawing everyone who's on the wheel. It's just about the order I draw them in. It is kind of strange. I kind of feel like... I kind of feel like at some point testing it, like, off-stream, turning off the thing that makes it, remove people, and then just spinning it a few times to see if it, you know, always lands on the person that's at the beginning of the alphabet. Then again, it was at the end before, because it was Ruka and Reki. So, yeah, it has to be random, it's just coincidence. Oh well. Let us get out the cork riff. First and foremost. Wheel riffs. That's right. I have a folder for this. This is Quark's riff. Well, I'm out of water. So before I actually begin, I'm gonna go rehydrate. I'll be back. I'm stupid. It's not even Quark. It's Cap. Now I'm doing it, where it's always about Quark. Okay. Here's Cap's riff. I've drawn Cap before. I even helped design Cap, so... Hello, Higato. But yeah, I helped design Cap, so this should be easy. I'll be back. I gotta get some water. Alright, I'm back. That's good water. So without further ado, let's start drawing Cap. Uh-oh. God damn it. I had to update to Windows 11. And it sucks. It keeps putting my cursor on the wrong screen for my tablet, for one. So I gotta figure out how to fix that. Also, correct, Sergey. That is my exact response to Cap in most of the time. Okay, there. Now, I can touch my Wacom screen. Let's start with Simple sketch. I have a general idea for what I want to do with Cap. Yeah, Windows 11 ain't great. But, like, my options were to do it or go to Linux, which I'm too stupid for, and none of my programs work in, so... It's kind of a moot point. I'm trying to figure out the legs real quick. Because I want... Okay, better idea. Circle. Torso more centered underneath. And... shoulder. A little bit too big. How am I having so much difficulty with this? Let's do a stick figure first. So what I want is one shoulder higher than the other, and kind of a dynamic pose, the back bent, and then kind of jumping. Okay, that arm needs to be higher, because I need the hand about up here instead. Bounce the rat, yeah. And the other hand placement, put it right around here. What's this song? Oh. Tornado Man. Hello, Quark. You won't believe what happened again. Yeah, it slowed way down on you and then went to Cap. My wheel wants to tease you. It doesn't merely hate you, it is invested in your torment. Like, I don't feel bad about making this a joke, because Quark's gonna get drawn. Even if it ends up being 50-50 and Quark doesn't even get the next to last one and is the last one, I'm gonna draw Quark. Everyone's getting drawn. So it's a funny kind of sad. Today, our first winner is Cap. Who I barely need the ref for, because I helped design Cap, so... I think my art is more accurate than the ref anyway. Like, here, let me... This is what I'm going to be using for Cap's hair as a ref, which is my own art, because the, I'm not dissing on this ref sheet. This is a good ref sheet, but the hair is a little simplified, which is fine. It gives more of a, idea of the shape of the hair, but I helped design this based upon, Cap's actual model, taking a lot of little details into account, like this not quite a Hoge, and the way each lock comes off of it. On this end, we've got one of those dog locks, as I call them, because they look a bit like dog ears. And as for the bangs, they go a bit like that. The eyes, I'm going to go with the Ref 4, because I know Cap has, in the past, felt that I make his eyes a little too feminine. Not that he's complained about it or anything, but he's pointed it out, and well, I know he's fine with however I draw him. He seems to prefer the eyes that are on his ref. So that's what I'm gonna draw. Starting with them fully open. And then I'm going to close them slightly. This is still a little too big. Shrink it a little. Now for the other touch. Hello, Mr. Taco. How are you? Let me take a look at some refs. Okay. Yeah, makes sense to me. So that would probably be the foregrip, as opposed to the actual trigger. And then the trigger part is more angled back. And reconnects. I'm going to give it a little bit more booty to make it look a little more balanced. Because why not give Cap a multi-missile launcher? He deserves it. What did Cap say? A multi-messel launcher? M-E-S-S-E-L. Why did it come up with that? Does it not know what a missile is? Rats can have a missile launcher as a treat. Very true. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I think I'm gonna give him his tack outfit because it fits this. So. Do it a bit like that. And his pants are pretty simple, honestly. That's easy, then. My, original outfit and Cap's outfit were basically the same outfit, but his had pants, whereas mine was just the bodysuit. I intended for him to be kind of jumping, but it's looking more like he's doing a big steppy. I think that's fine. What are his shoes like? Yeah, they're just shoes. The big steppy rat. Alright. I think I'm going to move on to preliminary line art. That is not the correct layer. Also, obviously, Cap doesn't know that he's being drawn yet. He's currently at work. And, I'll let him know. At some point. Probably once it's done. Won't be too long of a wait for him. That. And let's see. I need to give him a 5-head, hang on. Oh, man. This cap is turning out pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, the ears are pretty simple. You just kind of start with the interior part, and you add on the exterior part. Basically, one thing that I've got to get better at, and this art wheel thing is kind of helping me do already, is drawing faster to load you into the rocket launcher. Worrying less about the integrity of every single line. Oh, the little screen up there in the top right? Yeah, basically, I wanted to give both views. Because I didn't want it to be like, oh yeah, you come in to see my art and then you're zoomed in on a single line for half an hour. Like, that's the art stream meme, that always gets thrown around of like, the streamer goes, come watch me draw some boobies, and then it's just a single line being redrawn over and over again while the artist quietly sobs into the microphone. So I wanted the full view. That giant fucking hand, yes. That too, that too. But I wanted the full view so you could see the progress, but I also wanted there to be a little indicator of what I'm doing right now. So you can kind of see in the top right what I see, and then look for the changes in the navigator. There's also the red square that shows, like, that the red square on the navigator is an indicator of my view. Gotta appreciate the technique and all. I agree. I personally don't think I'm all that impressive as an artist in general. But I know there are people who disagree and think that I am, so I'll accept the compliment. That's my position. I already said I'd accept the compliment, JD, don't worry. Alright. I'm gonna draw him jacket on. So, I know how to do this. It's just boop, 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 boop. Mm. There's a lot of detail in the sleeve, and I'm probably not... Oops. I'm probably not incorporating all of that. But I also know what Cap likes and what he's fine with, so it doesn't particularly matter. This is probably the easiest of the people to draw because I've known him for 16 years. The whole tablet thing at some point. Basically, I'm no expert. It's been going on a decade since I've even purchased the tablet, so I don't know what the current landscape of tablets is even like. But I will do my best. I have used one, yes. Personally, I am extremely into the ones that are a screen. I've used both, the screen kind and the non-screen kind, and the screen kind are better. Like, if it's a difference of like $500 or something, I can fully understand going, I'll just get the kind without the screen. I'm sure if you get used to it, it works fine. But if you got the option to have the screen, take the screen. I almost forgot about Cap's double sleeves. Yeah, to my understanding, response time isn't the biggest issue, but your mileage may vary. Drawing him with his little fiending hand. Maybe I will make him four-fingered. I made the hand too wide for 3 fingers. Hands are hard. Also, with regards to that message there about there being pictures of my cat Soggy, I have in fact uploaded pictures of Soggy recently. I even took one of her today, but it's so similar to yesterday's that I haven't uploaded it yet. She's asleep on the same blanket in the other direction. That blanket was previously on my bed, but I pulled all of the bedclothes off and redid everything. Oh, hey, look, a bot. Let's see if one of my mods beats me to it. Nope. I took the shot. It was one of those buy viewers at this site ones. Which are really the only kind you get as a streamer, because, yeah, that's what I want, to pay money to have people watch me. Isn't that kind of the opposite of the goal? I want to get money because people watch me. Herbs. Let's see, let's do... solicit hot singles with your herbs. Hot herbs in your area. Hot foliage in your area. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just amused by the idea of it being plants. Like a witchcraft banner? Yeah, I can see it. Man. It's a very gremlin-y cap that I've made here. I think I might adjust the leg positions to make him, like, be standing defiantly instead. So the right leg. The leg that's fully extended is probably going to remain where it is, and I'm just going to have the other leg be also fully extended, so he's just standing with a wide stance. Not the freaking magenta. Bum 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 bum. Oops. Right. I love that ability I have to accidentally grab a layer while I'm using the frickin' draw tool, which I don't even know how that works. I think it's like... No? I can't... Oh, is it control? Huh. Weird. Why am I pressing control when I do that? Oh, whatever. Hello, Lochno. How are you? I'm drawing a rat. Unfortunately, it's not a jerboa. Tragedy, I know. Drawing this quite thin currently because I want to shoot Cap with the Roingus Ray. I could turn Cap into a Roingus. He'd like that. Yeah, he's a little gremlin. One of my oldest friends. I don't draw him enough, but this is a good excuse to. The wheel demanded that I draw him today. And who am I to deny the wheel? See, I'm trying to figure... Okay, I see the problem. So that's fine. The problem is my inability to understand physics. Because in reality, this needs to be on this side. I'm gonna hide part of this anyway, because that's how you hold things. Bow, 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 bow. Like, I knew something was wrong, but I couldn't quite place what. So let's see. Now I get it. Rat. Hello there, Alina. How are you? Nice buzz going. I know that feel. Hell yeah. What you gonna lock in to do? Couple emotes and a couple art? Hell yeah. That is the kind of thing I like to hear. Your art is very good. If I had money, I would have commissioned you already. Hey, I can like another artist's art while not, you know, putting down my own. There are things that you draw that I would not be able to draw. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Cap loves it whenever I draw him holding a weapon, and I have his finger outside the trigger guard. He loves trigger discipline. No negligent discharge. I'm gonna alter the angle of the, to be as negligent as possible. You need to be like holding the gun by the inside of the trigger guard, like kind of like you're spinning a revolver, but it's just not spinning. It's just pointed straight down. You're like doing finger guns, and you've got the gun draped on your hand. That's not trigger discipline, that's trigger berserking. Negligent. That's funny, yeah. We all know the joke. Trigger apprenticeship. Trigger freestyling. You just test the trigger frequently, you don't know if it still works. Yeah. Technically, you can never be entirely sure that you have ammo in the gun, so you should always be firing them to check as frequently as possible. ABCs, always be shooting everything. Extremely negligent. So how is everyone today? I am getting out of my malaise in order to be here. But that's not news to anyone who knows me. Okay. I'm going to make another layer. And do that to divide these two. Nice. That's understandable, Patchy. I hope you recover from things soon. Cork, you're another person that if I had any money, I would already have commissioned you. Nice. I can't wait to see what you draw. Let's get the circle tool out. Trusty circle tool. Great. Yeah, draw some cubes. That's always good. Did you know you can draw cubes for free? Nobody can stop you. He's also got robot ears. I think I got some quote DNA. Cube from memory. No one can stop you from drawing cubes. Now let's see, how close did I get? Live a live cube. I forgot his glasses. Oh yeah, and they're roller skates. Not just shoes. This is Cube. So, I forgot the glasses, his hat's sideways, and his feet are roller skates rather than just boots. And the mouth is a little different than what I drew. It's more like a little dot as opposed to an open mouth. Anyway, back to Cap. Cube does look badass. But yeah, I'm feeling like I'm having a lot of fun doing art streams, and I want to do more of them. I'm probably not gonna, like, fully move away from doing video game streams or anything, but if I become known as mostly an art streamer on my own channel, I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, it is a wheel-type deal. Currently, these are the people left on the wheel. You are on there. Whenever somebody gets spun on the wheel, they get removed from it. And so far we've drawn Reki, Ruka, and Cap. Artyom Shurenkov. After I finish with Cap, I'm going to spin it once more for today. And we'll get to see who the second person I draw is. Krongo Kong. Hey, it may be Krongo Kong. It's a simple wheel to start me out with the idea. Because, I wanted to just do it instead of overthinking. So I just decided, screw it. I don't got any ideas that are fully formed. I've got a bunch of half ideas, but some people have already said they're interested. I'll just put them on the wheel, and it'll be simple. Spin it, draw them. That's it. Bug is a good bet for the next one. Yeah, every person that has been spun so far has been the one after Quark. So if it follows that trend, it will be Bombix Bug. It almost stops on Quark, and then goes to the next one. This is a pretty leggy Cap. I've made him a little lanky in general. That's fine, he could be tall for once. If I don't draw him tall, who will? Neat. Well, I hope it has been a good day for you so far. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, that's understandable. Let's... get this rat drawn. LGBRD. Hello, Red Blue Fire. How are you? Let me give you a little shout out. Red Blue Fire is cool. What were you up to? It's going pretty good. Cap got picked for the first spin, and for those of who don't know me, I am an Android Raccoon VTuber and artist, and I am doing an art wheel thing. The caption said I'm an Android Raccoon VTooper. VETOOPER. Wooden Ocean. Oh yeah, I saw you post about that on Blue Sky. No idea what that is. Or was it on Blue Sky? It might have been in a Discord channel. I think I just might have seen it in a self-promo channel that I also was putting my thing in. I think that was it. VE, like VTooper. VTooper. I am the VTooper. VTubin. With boobin. But yeah. For those who just joined in, these are the remaining people on the Wheel of Names. And once I'm done with this rat, I'm gonna spin it again, and we're gonna see who else I draw today. VToopin is what your mom would call it. I also haven't played it. And the first I heard about it was earlier whenever I saw Creator. Oh yeah, I saw Creator on the wheel, so I was thinking about Creator. When I saw Red Blue Fire go live with it. So I know nothing about it. RPG Maker game? Ah. Okay. I do like weird RPG Maker games, like... I've played Yume Nikki, Yume Tsuki, Flesh Child, frickin'... what's the one I'm thinking of? Dot Flow. Played a lot of the ones that are like Yume Nikki inspired. and have a soft spot for them. I've even made my own RPG Maker game. Good luck finding it. Very few people know about it. And I made it a decade ago now. So it's not exactly something that I want people to play. I should make a new one. That could be a fun, like, on-stream thing. Like, do, like, a, make an RPG Maker game in a month thing. And, do, like, custom enemy sprites, that kind of thing. That sounds like that could be a fun idea for sometime later this year. I wonder how many people would be interested in that. Oh. Alright, that's not it. That's a cube. Can't find a way to send me spam easily. Yeah, I quickly drew Cube from memory, and then afterward brought up a picture of Cube to see how close I got. There are some inconsistencies. Like, I forgot he has roller skates, wears glasses, and I forgot his hat is sideways, and that the robot ears are actually wings. But, you know, I got pretty close. Cube missed his glasses trying to find his skates, yeah. Alright. Let's finish this rat. Do you know the travesty of Chuck E. Cheese, Charles Entertainment Cheese, was a rat, but they rebranded him as a mouse because they thought rats were too associated with filth. Meanwhile, personally, I think mice are filthier than rats. But that's because I grew up in a rural area where field mice would, get, you know... Yeah, they wanted to get away from it being known as a filthy place, so they wanted to brand away from a rat. But to me, mice are the filthy ones, because I lived in a rural place where field mice would come in from outside and try to infest your house. Whereas the only rats I ever saw were, lab rats and, like, pet rats. So to me, rats are little princesses that live in cages, and mice are filthy little creatures that come in from outside and eat your food. That's the way it's always been for me. Yeah, they squeeze in everything. You can't keep them out. They can climb stuff, too. Give Cap a little tiara? Yeah. I think Cap would freaking die if I called him a princess. Quick, everyone start calling Cap a princess. DM him now. Oh yeah, nothing like going to get something off the counter. I found out a mouse has been eating it. Not just eating. You know, it's never that clean. He's not very princess-coded. You're correct, but... Oops. Okay. Get rid of the sketch layer. Because this isn't a commission. It doesn't need to be perfectly detailed and everything. It needs to be a doodle. So I'm going to call that enough of his outfit detail and start bordering and then coloring. I've been going for an hour and a half. Brat. Meanwhile, Roinkuses, Jerboas, are just funny little guys. They live in the desert, they zip around real fast. You can't catch them. They're not bothering nobody. Let's see, what other... Oh, hey! There's a Jerboa right there! What other, rodents can I think of? Yeah, I think everyone feels that from time to time, Patchy. Some more than others, but that doesn't mean that they're less. Pikes? Oh, pikas. I actually don't know anything about pikas. I know they're a rodent. That's literally all I know. Are hamsters rodents, or are they something else? Because I think I like hamsters and chinchillas. Yeah, pikas live in the mountains. I think I knew that. I might just be pretending I knew that. Okay, yeah, hamsters are rodents. Hamsters, in my experience, are similar to gerbils, but less prone to just dropping dead. Because my opinion of gerbils is that they are little creatures that, if you make a loud noise, they die. And hamsters are like that, but a little hardier. Learn from experts who are already my friends. Understandable. I don't know that I know any hamster experts. I know 2 hamsters, but... being a species doesn't make you an expert on it, that's for sure. Yeah, draw the thing. I like this gremlin cap. And, like, I made his hair a little messier, he looks like he's got bedhead. He rolled out of bed, picked up his emotional support multi-rocket launcher, multi-missile launcher, and is ready to go. He got woken up by the anomalies. I would sooner ask the rats how to play the piano, because Neil's been banging out them tunes since 2006. God. Mentioning the specific date reminds me of a an instance where a very funny coincidence happened. Someone joined a server I was in, and they were very forward with their opinions, and very, like, started DMing people and stuff, and I was vaguely willing to humor them because I figured, one, I was a moderator in the server, so I was like, okay, I'll check this person's vibes, and I commented to someone else that they talked like they were straight out of 2012, and they ended up revealing their true colors, and long story short, they were banned from the server. And literally an hour later, someone unrelated to this, who wasn't in that server and had no idea what was going on, sent me a meme that was, "Happy 2013! New Year's!" And it was neither New Year's nor 2013, obviously. This was like 2 years ago. Oh, I'll repeat the story in a minute. So, but basically I made the joke, oh crap, they got trapped in 2012 when we banned them. Forever trapped in 2012. Actually, I think it might have been like 2006 and 2007 or something. I don't remember the exact dates, but it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna change it and say it was 2006 and it was a happy 2007. The person that got banned? Maybe? You are in the server they were in. If you mean the person that sent me the happy 2007 meme, I don't remember who sent me that. I will tell you later the username of the person, but that might not be one that you would even recognize, so who knows. Oh yeah, you were one of the ones they started DMing when they joined the server. I remember that. They didn't like you? I remember that being one thing of, like... They joined the server and started DMing several people, and whenever they started DMing me, they complained about some of the people they were DMing, including you. Which was odd, to say the least, of, like, join a server, start immediately blasting hate at people you just met. Got it. Weird choice, but okay. All right, I'm nearly done bordering. In fact, I am going to call that being done bordering. I'm going to just start coloring. It is time for Cap to have color. And I'll do this the kind of easy way, where I do a base layer and then draw over it with pinned layers, which is a form of layer masking, though it's not called that in Clip Studio Paint. Layer masking is an entirely different function, even though this is literally layer masking. Oh wait, my freaking wheel of names has popped up again. How long has that been there? Oh well. Need this. This layer. Ah! Don't need it anymore. Okay, where am I? Okie dokie. Color are the chest pouches? Ah, they're that color. Basically just gonna make everything one of like 3 colors. Looked princessy. He's definitely gremlin brat coated, which is very similar to Princess, some would say. Yeah. Blush. Yeah, I can see it. How are his shoes colored? Ah, right. There's a little bit of backing here. Okay. Get the skin color on him. Ah, my eyes are blurry. I must have accidentally, like, when I was, like, clicking over to Discord real quick, I must have accidentally turned on the Wheel of Names somehow. Oh, I better know what it is. Hang on. It's highlighted, and if I hit spacebar, it turns on and off. I can prevent that from happening by clicking elsewhere. Ba-da-bow. That's the wrong canvas. Also, yeah, as long as it wasn't, like, sitting there for minutes on end and nobody said anything, like, I would feel kind of bad if that happened. But now that I know how it got activated, I know it wasn't there for that long. I had briefly thought it had been the wheel had been up since I showed off the wheel to Lochno, but that wouldn't make sense anyway, because I'd looked at my OBS since then and it wasn't there. I guess he kind of is depicted with black eyebrows instead of white, but I'm gonna give him white eyebrows this time. Okay. And now let's make another layer here, which is gonna be the red and white of his eyes. That's looking pretty good. That's looking good. Now I need a layer pinned to this for his ear colors. That's not pinned. There we go. All right. A couple more colors required. What? Are you asking how much is, as in quoted, a touch of onion? Like, how much would that be in terms of a measurement? I don't know, but unless you're somebody like Patchy who hates onions, you're probably fine. Oh, too much. Two's probably fine. That's not too much. I don't know why you're asking a raccoon for culinary advice. We're known for eating trash, so... And I'm even worse, because I'm an android raccoon, so I don't even have taste buds. Cooked onions are fairly harmless. There's an entire ass soup built around it. Yeah, onion soup's really good, so... The French are notoriously good at cooking and not much else. Well, they're good at revolutions. Well, not so much revolutions, resistances. I mean, technically speaking, they were good at their revolution. It's just that, nobody liked it. You want French cuisine and French resistance. That's what they're known for being really good at. It was rather violent, yes. I can't say they were bad at having a revolution. It's just that, you know, I don't think anybody wants that to happen again. Okay, I'm gonna just grab a picture of a rocket launcher to get colors for the rocket launcher, even though it's not in any way the same kind of hardware. I just need colors, so... This'll do. And then the rat was the anomaly. Yeah, it's because I was enabling and disabling his color layer to see what it to like compare the two quickly. I apologize if it was harmful to the eyes. I apologize. That's a good response. That does sound like something a French guy would say, even if it also sounds like a, and then everybody clapped kind of r/that happened story. I can believe it, though. Front Mission is great. What do you remember specifically from Front Mission? That I can very much believe. Shoulder-mounted weaponry? Yeah. That also, talking about the stupid, like, r/that happened type of stuff reminds me of, I used to watch videos on, like, reading Reddit stuff, because they were pretty funny. And, one of them was somebody coming in to point out inconsistencies that made something, you know, not feasible, and put a Mythbusters thing of "Myth busted," like, sure you did, was the text underneath, and somebody else came in proving why it was perfectly feasible for that to have happened, and put an edited version of the same Mythbusters thing, which was "Mythbuster busted," and then the sure part was crossed out, so it just says, "You did." Doing it that way, it should be more angled, honestly. You did. Yeah. I'm sure he knows to move his tail out of the way. Worst case, artificial tail. Yeah. He would definitely need a prosthetic tail. That's used for balance. If he was a quadruped, he could probably get by without it. But as a kemono biped, you are most likely, you know, better off if you have the counterbalance that your body is used to. Moving around as a biped is already difficult enough. Color the whole into this orange, and then go from there. Let's do some dark gray. Yeah. Yeah, a quadruped without its tail gets slower. A biped without its tail can't stand up straight. You know, if it had one to begin with. Humans, obviously, are fine that way, because they have feet that are designed and shaped perfectly to support... Well, not perfectly, but they're better than most. Ah, that's what it is. Gotta play a game of Operation to get his tail colored. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you can see my design. You can imagine how important this tail is to my balance. Can you imagine losing something that big? My newer design has a smaller tail because I have increased the how to put it, the tolerances of my servos, so I can support myself better. Ass. Jerboa tails are very important. They literally use those as, like, a combination of a counterweight and a wing while jumping. That's what the fluff on the end is. It's to provide air resistance so they can push against the air while jumping in order to change directions. They're basically flying. I get what you mean, Sergey. I apologize for disappointing and not talking about my ass. Okay, first off, let's get some multiply going. Yeah, they do. Jerboas are nuts. They are also not as fast as you'd think in a straight line, because that's not how they survive. Like, where is the jacket? There it is. Because I missed a spot. Basically, they're running from things that you can't outrun. Birds. A diving bird is going to catch you in a straight line, so they don't move in a straight line. They're going all over the place. Like, if you've seen that one gif of Ichigo doing the, like, flash step, where there's like 30 of them on screen at once, that's a Jerboa. That is a big raven if it can do that. It's the Dark Souls 2 one that was cut content. It has the deadliest grab attack in the series because it just grabs you and drops you off a cliff. I thought you said 2 or 3 times the size of a cow, and I was like, no, I don't think they are. That's a big raven. Raccoons are pretty big, too. You can't freaking hug them in the wild. Church sucks because they won't let you hug ravens. Corvids are amazing, yeah. I think of that one crow that goes, wah, wah, wah. I love that guy. Your ability to punt raccoons, notwithstanding, I'm a bit larger than an average raccoon anyway, so. Okie dokie. Just about done, I think. Oh, that's why. Why is it not doing the thing? These missile heads need to be shiny. Because I like it. Love me a shiny missile. Now let's see. Where's my freaking... I require a specific brush of mine. Where is it? I'm not seeing it. Ah, well. Wait, found it. Let's see, is this what I want? Why is it not drawing? Oh, it's not drawing because it's on a multiplayer layer. 1 second. gonna draw some freaking explosions. Make them bigger, I think. And also, there's other options. Okay, that's just a single color. That one's taking a moment to load. I like this one best, so I want to make a big boom. The explosion rat. This is a fun brush. I should use this more. This background gets to be explosions, because I said so. I'm the artist. I'll draw as many explosions as I want. And now let's go with a Boomfy. Hell yeah. And I'll save it like this. So let's see. Let's go to wheel results. Shouldn't Atheist 1 rocket be missing if explosion? He hasn't fired the rocket launcher yet. There's just unrelated explosions. I don't know what atheism has to do with it, though. Alright, let's close that. And let's save, Cube 2. I drew Cube last time, too, but I drew a Minecraft Cube instead of this cube. Predictive text sure is a technology. So, we are done with Cap. Let me export this. And go over to my Discord to throw it at him, because I know he will be pleased. Real results. Also, I'm being spammed on all sides. Okay, that's done. Now, let's spin the wheel again and see who the second and final person of today is. Who gets drawn. We have it didn't do the quirk thing this time. It almost did, but we got Creator Unreal. Alrighty. In that case, let me get creators ref up. From Rat to Moogle, actually. Cork. This is another person that I've drawn before, so... think I know. Yeah, Mono and Creator are very different people. I know both of them, but... let's see. Let me start my music again. Man, I need water. sensitive, grippy paws for art, yeah. Yeah. Now, I'm sure you could Google it. They're kind of like hands. The thumb, like, many people describe them as hands, but they do not have a truly opposable thumb, like a human. They have, like, I think it's called a pseudo thumb, but it's a better pseudo thumb than pandas and red pandas. So, if you want to call it a hand, I'm sure there isn't a raccoon that would disagree with you. Yeah. I'm not saying they're not impressive, they're just not a fully articulated hand in the same sense that ours are, and unless I'm wrong, and they do have opposable thumbs, who knows? Yeah, they've got a better pseudo thumb than than pandas, that's for sure. Better equipment than most animals. Basically, if you want a better thumb than a raccoon, you pretty much have to be a primate. I'm drawing people being gleeful and violent today, and I don't know why. I'll have to channel some of this energy for when I spin Quark. Hey, yeah, that's not too big. I'm gonna have to make the canvas wider because this is gonna have more going on in it. Man. Oh, crap. I think I unmuted, thinking I was muting to cough. I need more water again. Personally, I don't think drawing creator is going to take that long. I've kind of revved up and am going fast, while also being pleased with the results. Yeah, creator with the rocket punch. He's a fellow robot. I've got to draw him doing a rocket punch. I gotta do a little bit of this. Sometimes I get into a slump, sometimes I get into a groove. It's just the way things are. The easiest way I find to get into a slump is to think about the opinions of people who don't talk to you. People who don't think of you. If you ever want to get sad, just do that. Become overly concerned with what people who never speak to you think of you. One weird trick. Getting an ad in 5 minutes. I mean, that was a bit of an anti-trick, considering, I don't recommend doing that. It was sarcasm. Basically, sometimes I'll get into a funk because I'll think about people that don't talk to me and don't really care about me or think about me at all and stuff that they said in the past. And accidentally let it influence both my mood and my productivity. Yeah, if you need to channel the sadness, if you need to be sad, that's a great way to do it. But yeah, my nose. I don't recommend it. I mean, you can if you want. I'm not your dad or your mom, whatever gender I am these days. I could be your girl dad. Saying I'm not your dad is just more impactful than saying I'm not your mom. Saying I'm not your mom indicates that I'm not going to take care of you. Like, that's the vibe it gives. Saying I'm not your dad is more like I can't tell you what to do. I would take care of you. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I would take care of you. So maybe I am your mom. A mother father. I'm not your guardian / other. Yeah. I was sitting like an idiot, now my foot's asleep. You're not my last airbender. I love how there's a freaking like theoretically documented syndrome to do with the Avatar movie, the blue aliens one. Obviously, not the Last Airbender, though there is a movie of that too. Of people getting depressed after watching it because the world isn't as like vibrant as in the movie. And my reaction is, Jesus Christ, watch a better movie. At least get sad about something that isn't trash. Find a different movie. Watch something else. Like, is that like literally the only movie they've ever seen, and that's why it's like their first experience with movies? Which is a bit like having the first thing you drink be like sugar water, like pure syrup. Nothing else is as sweet as this syrup that I drank is the first thing I drank in my life. I can kind of understand it if, like, you've never seen a movie before, so that's your baseline. But at the same time, getting a lot of Boss Baby vibes from this one, from the from the thing I'm drawing? Or do you mean the music? Oh. I missed that she said that. I thought you were talking about me. I was like, exactly what is Boss Baby about any of this? You know, I think I'll... Oops. No, that was the correct one. Okay. I'm gonna raise the canvas a bit, because the focus is already on the fist. I don't need that much leg in this image. We are on ad break for 2 minutes. Quickly, do all the illegal things while no one's watching. Downloads a car. Yeah, Sergey, rip that tag off. Download that car. You wouldn't download a Roingus. Eating the silica packet. The government doesn't want you to eat the silica packets. What are they hiding? Desiccant, yum. They do be doing that. Thank you for the hydration reminder, Mono. I have hydrated. Yeah, Creator is the second one I've spun today. This is the first. Gremlin cap with massive explosions. I also drew another cube. And Creator's going well. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw it like this and just complete the arm. Knowing that most of that will be covered up, so I'm not spending long on it. And, yeah, I didn't have to spend channel points on the cube. Then I'm going to draw another layer over it. That being the, exploding rocket punch flying out of the sleeve. That's pretty much done. I'll probably clean it up a bit, but right now I'm going to make it a little less transparent, or a little more transparent, a little less opaque, and start drawing the smoke. Which I'm actually going to use a tool for that, I think. Here it is. Not that one, this one. I don't know how well that's going to work. I'll just freehand it. I don't know how to draw smoke, so I'm just winging it. And now, here comes the giant fist! A slightly bigger brush, and I'm gonna go whoop, whoop. Ba-doop-a-doo. Alright, those can get merged together. Alrighty. Apart from some cleaning up, that's basically the line art. It's not a super complicated design, but it is a good one. Alright. Let's start simple. And just make everything white. And then I'll draw the other colors on pinned layers over that. Because the skin is already white, so it makes a good foundation. You obviously have to clean it up a little bit. But that is expected with every piece. I guess I felt like violence today. Eh. Wait, what the hell? Oh. I accidentally moved the white layer over the line art. So covered everything up. Okay. Why is my brush so messed up? A bit better, but still... It's not going, huh? That's weird. Wait, I bet it's... no? Doesn't care about whether it's... pinned the layer or not. I'm just gonna have to clean it up manually then. Oh well, it's bound to happen. Pick this color as well. What was mean? Oh. I mean, eh. Yeah, no, I'm here. I've just been making noises. What? No, give me... All right. Not that tool. Get out of here. Alrighty. This is going very well. I'm being rather experimental with it as well, in my opinion. Under that, I'm going to put a multiply layer. And a little bit more line art. Man, I'm getting hungry all of a sudden. It's good that I've made the progress I have. It's only been 3 hours, but I think, like, I was considering, do I want to try to spin another? Do I want to end stream early? And honestly, with this sudden hunger I'm getting, I might just end early. Treat myself. Because if you don't treat yourself, who will? Me, I'll treat you. But I have to treat myself. Today I have drawn the Rocket Boys. Excuse me. A raccoon drawing rockets. Correct. And the last step is going to be shading. Okay. I'm going to put all of these into a folder. And first I'm going to do a multiply layer. With I'm just going to have it be regular color, and I'm going to mess with the transparency. I know this is too dark as it is, but I need it to be dark so I can see what I'm doing. This will be an orange overlay layer. That is intended to be the shine of the blast of the rocket. Not be in the smoke. In there. Will be backlighting the fist a little bit. Actually, I will have it very lightly appearing on the smoke, because that just makes sense. I'm far from a professional, so I just want it to look cool. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's do a multiply layer. This, yeah, that's that. I wanted this to be a multiply layer. Not that it'll make much difference because it's primarily on white, which multiply and normal on white do basically the same thing. All right. This one I'm thinking I'm going to have be a kind of solid color background. This. And I think that'll do it. It didn't take as long as Cap, and it's a little bit simpler, but I think he'll be pleased with it. I experimented with doing a rocket punch, and I think I did pretty decent. All right. I just gotta do my little exports, which involves giving a transparent version to everyone who got art. Because I like to do that. And basically, on Blue Sky and such, the non-transparent version gets shared to everyone, but only the person that got drawn, and myself, obviously, have access to the transparent version. So if they wanted to do something with it, they could. And with that, I think I'll find somebody to raid. It was a short stream, but I think I did pretty good. Go away, stupid thing. Do you want AI in your things? No, I don't. Thank you for being here. All of you, in fact. I know who I'm gonna raid. So this is a person, I was on a stream with him. It was Ramsey's birthday stream. We were all playing, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Was it Turtles in Time? I can't remember. I think it might have been that. It was the beat 'em up that has a PC version. And every time this guy said anything, I was like, "Holy crap, you are hilarious! I want to get to know you more because you are funny." So go be nice. His name is Comey Burn, and you will very much enjoy if you get him to do any funny voices. So send my regards, though I will be there with you. Oh, hang on, I should probably get in my own channel. I'm not usually streaming when Comey's streaming, so I'm going to take this opportunity immediately. So go have fun and be good.